The meshing of your voice and Freddie's voice is just, man, you guys just, I mean, Freddie's one of the all-time great singers, of course, and you're one of my favorite singers, but the meshing of your vocals is just, really cool. It just sounds so great. It just locks in somehow.
That was real magic for me.
I'm sure it was. Absolutely. Love is the Hero from Enough is Enough from Billy Squier, 1986 the year. Billy's here for a few more minutes, and we have 3 albums here that I want to just touch on real quick as we round out the major portion of his recorded career, bringing us to an album called Here and Now, which would come 3 years after Enough is Enough. So you're dealing with, not a great experience recording the album that we just heard. Still the fallout very much of the Rock Me Tonight video. Is that pretty much the explanation for the 3-year gap there?
No, not really. I was actually wandering in the darkness of the power station, trying to come up with a record and not listen to anybody else. I was tired of listening to people I really felt were giving me bad advice. And steering me away from what I did well, so I was really trying to kind of find my way back. Mm-hmm. And again, not so much try to recapture something that I'd done, but try to get back to the sensibilities and the music which had got me where I was in the first place. But it just took a while because I did a lot of songs and recorded them and then didn't like them and threw them out and did some more and produced some of it myself and then got a producer in and it took a while to get it just turned out to be a lot of work, and like I said, it was kind of the journey and through the darkness for a while, but it got me back. I think it kind of got me back on the right track.
Happy with the end result in retrospect now, the Here and Now album?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, as I said, aside from Don't Say No, you can always find something a little bit maybe you don't like. But no, I think there's a lot of good stuff on here, and it's not fussed with. It's a very live record. People are playing on this record. It's the band, and it does have spirit, and it has emotion, and it's good. And it has a few things that are a little different too. I mean, it's a good balance for me.
I remember last time we spoke a couple months ago on this show, I was telling you the story about how, again, working in radio when this record came out, on this tour for this album, you played a show opening for Bon Jovi at Giant Stadium in the middle slot. And I think I told you that story about having some input in that when Bon Jovi would call and request your songs. Yeah. And there was a different band in that slot that had pulled out. I forgot who it was. And I said, have you heard this new Billy Squier album, Here and Now? It's a really good record. And no, and I had an advanced cassette, gave it to Snake, who was on the first part with Skid Row. And the next thing you know, I mean, you were on that bill, which was, I thought, a great triple bill. And I have a photo of you and I somewhere in the radio broadcast booth because I did a remote from there that day. So it was a really fun day, I remember. And I view this album as a fan Here and Now very much as a return to kind of, steps back to really what all the things I loved about Billy Squier. Yeah. You have a favorite track on here at all? You want me to give you mine?
No, we're gonna stick to the protocol here.
Right. Don't Say You Love Me, which was the first single from the album, which I absolutely love. Don't Let Me Go, one of my all-time favorite Billy Squier songs. I Put a Spell on You is really rocking, and Stronger I always love too. As well. So give me one from those.
Well, if you really want to rock, you can play Spell, or you can play Don't Let Me Go, which is one of my favorite songs too, actually.
Is that one of your?
But it depends how you feel. How you want to pace the show for the for the viewers.
I think that's all kind of out the window at this point right now because we're this show breaks all rules. Yeah. We don't kind of follow any rule here. We're spending our second time in 2 months, a couple hours talking about your career. So we kind of fly by our own rules here. So if Don't Let Me Go is one of your all-time favorite songs and it's one of mine from your catalog, I think that's the way to go.
Done.
So let's do it. This is from Here and Now, Billy Squier, again, in a spot musically that I love what you do best, where it's rock elements, but it's just so, even though it's only a 5-minute song, it just feels epic to me in scope. It really does. So here it is as we continue talking with Billy. A couple more albums to cover here, and then we'll let him get out of here. This is a great one.